DNA is the molecule that carries the genetic instructions of every living organism. It provides blueprint, but environment, experiences, and choices also matter. Our lives are shaped by how we build upon it.
My life has always been about racing. It was impossible not to build UNNO around it.
I think everybody gets into racing because deep inside everybody wants to win. But personally, I think you have to enjoy the journey.
What does racing mean to me? It's not an easy answer because I think it meant different things at different times in life. Obviously, when I started racing was everything. This was probably the worst memory of any races I ever did. World Champs 99. I was leading in the first intermediate split. I found a guy in the middle of the track, tried to pass him, and then crashed. But I think I should have won that race. If I would probably have won that, I would have dedicated my life to professionally racing and not do what I did, getting focused on designing and be where I am now. So for many, many years, I always had that was a very tough part of my life to forget about that race. But eventually, I think overcoming it actually was a good thing what happened there. Racing 2015 Master World Champs, as the very first time the world sees the brand you've been working for 3 years, it was something very special. I think that moment, especially winning with your friends and family, it was pretty special. I think it's one of the best and most special moments in my life because you mix two passions in a very important race. Even obviously Masters is not the biggest competition in the world, but for sure it's a very special moment that I think I would never forget. That's something that downhill taught me. You learn a lot that things don't come easy and to be persistent and that never give up. Even if you never become number one, but just the will to become number one makes you push to never settle down, always be willing to improve things. And I think that reflects a bit of the UNNO project and what we've done in the last year. So when we decided to start racing for the first time in 2018 was obviously because I've been always tied to racing and we thought it would be really a good idea to showcase our product. But obviously at the time we were extremely limited in budget and what we could do. We didn't have the resources. I think the bike was pretty good. It was the first time, but eventually, yeah, for such a small brand, it made no sense. It was way too out of reach in terms of budget. So we love racing, but for us it was really hard to justify it at that time. That's why we decided to stop racing 2 years after. So during this time away from racing, it's not that we will learn anything about racing, but for sure what has helped to understand these 2 times we tried to go racing is that we need to do it with the right team. And this is a bit what we are going to do or at least doing this time. We go racing again. So what's gonna probably come as a bit of a shocker is that we are not only going racing with downhill, but we're going racing as well with a cross-country team. The approach is a bit different from one team and the other. The downhill team is really all about technology, all about evolving the bike, all about improvements. And I think the cross-country, it's all about showing that we have one of the best bikes for cross-country racing in a production shape. So we don't need to do any modification to go and race World Cup at the highest level. They're very different. In the end, both are to show what UNNO is capable of, but one is to show that we have a very good production bike and one of the best cross-country bikes in the world. And the other one is like we can build one of the best bikes for downhill and especially do it without any limitations. So expect very different approach from other teams.
That's crazy. It's like being in a movie. I would describe it as the team as really unique. A time in racing and where a lot of teams they shut down, and Loredana and Simon to create this and really believe in us riders. So I think it really gives all of us young riders a really good opportunity.
It's not really easy for Asian riders to get this opportunity to get in the European team and do some racing here and do some of the World Cups. Really not easy to do that, so I'm really appreciated to get this opportunity and do some racing with them.
I think my biggest strength as a rider is to be resilient. I already had some big challenges 2 years ago. I broke some bones in my back, and it was quite a bad injury, and it took me 1 year to come back, and it was not really clear if I can even ride a bike again. So this was a pretty big challenge.
When I think about people watching me during a race, it's to be inspired to follow your dreams, because even if they maybe look far and difficult, if you really believe in them, you can get closer and catch them.
I feel like we have a nice group of people who everybody has the same passion for the sport, and think that everything is possible and follow the dreams, have fun on the bike, and yeah.
My mentality is my biggest strength. When the people look at a race and you see me and the other guys of the team, I want to have the push yourself at the maximum as possible and just focus on himself.
Today is our first day with all team in UNNO headquarters. UNNO guys show us the headquarters. We saw the production, the bike assembly. We had the opportunity to talk with the engineers that design our bikes. And I think it was a very, very productive experience.
I think something like this, rather like that. It was a material similar to that. So it was like stiff enough to not fall with the mud.
I think it was a very great experience, and I'm very happy to have done it.
One word to define this team is big Italian family. 3 words, but I would describe it like that.
One thing that I'm really obsessed with, it's definitely the suspension setup. For me, it's really important.
My biggest strength is how I manage the pressure. I think I just work on myself and just focus on me and my job. I would like to make the people surprising, yeah.
I'm obsessed with the details itself and be surprised on some little stuff. That's what obsesses me. I'm a bit of a weirdo on this stuff, like a maniac, almost on the autism side.
It's a design you don't get sick of,
no,
because it's not
overly complicated. It's a bit following the DNA a bit of the new myth. Pretty simple lines.
Yeah. But also the myth is a little bit more neutral than the other designs.
Yes, for sure.
That's
why we try with the new bikes not to be so polarizing.
What excites me more of this new chapter of UNNO going back to racing, it's that everybody in this company loves challenges. We're always looking to improve, and this will make us grow. We will learn a lot, we will get feedback from racers, we will get also learnings from operational side, and in the end we will be able to bring that to end customer on our commercial products.
I think the word to describe the UNNO factory team is family, we say, yeah.
Racing for UNNO in 2026, in just one word, means for me exciting.
What racing for this team in 2026 means to me in one word, I think I would use opportunity. It gives me an opportunity.
Learning, progress,
To me, it means future.
For me, it's unique.
Powerful.
If I could define it in one word, I would say a dream.
For me, means fantastic.
Change? Is it too boring? Change.
We have a team that is ready to deliver what the team needs in a timely manner. Being able to have Cesar, the R&D team, design team, really close to production makes us being able to make changes super fast. Racing still matters because I think when you grow up around sports and competition, you understand how good is challenge. It's a path you get in, and you can take lessons from it, and this makes you grow.